I'm Penny Stack with Dyslexia Center of Tulsa, and this is my daughter.
I'm Grace Ann.
And we are here to share our family dyslexia journey. So I remember the very first time that there was something to be concerned about. Grace Ann's kindergarten teacher approached me and asked me and encouraged me to help her study with her sight words. And I thought, my goodness, we are studying 2 hours a night already, and she's 5. And what else is there? And then as time kind of went on and things unfolded, we just noticed more things. She would say a letter and have difficulty remembering the name of the letter. Riding a bike was tedious. Tying shoes were tedious. And I really wasn't putting all the pieces together until one day we visited her pediatrician who had seen her for years, and appointment was over, walking out the door, and I just happened to mention what was going on at school, and he thought, hey, I think she might have dyslexia. And I thought, where have you been her whole life? And he said, well, you never mentioned it to me. And that was a big light bulb moment for me as an occupational therapist. This whole time I had my mom hat on, and I realized, oh my gosh, this is a medical issue. This is a cognitive issue. There's something going on in the brain. We searched high and low for treatment, and it was bringing back a lot of my own feelings of growing up, of feeling insecure and dumb and not good enough. And I thought, this is not happening to my child. I do not want her to have the life that I had. It just unfolded, and I started the clinic for you, basically. And so I'd like you to share a little bit of kind of your story and your journey.
I remember I got diagnosed in 3rd grade, and so I still didn't know what was wrong with me. I still felt stupid, and I just remember we were doing cursive, and our principal was walking around, and she kept coming back to me, like every other student. She's like, good job, you guys are doing so great. And I was doing my print words instead of doing cursive like all the other kids. And I remember her coming by, and she's like, Gracie Ann, you need to be doing your cursive. And I remember thinking in my head, I was like, I can't, if she knows I can't, then I'm gonna be expelled, or I'm stupid, or all the other kids are gonna make fun of me. And kind of growing up, I've had a lot of instances where people are like, Gracie Ann, it's okay that you can't spell, it just means you're stupid. Or I've had a lot of people joke about that. I laugh it off because people don't know better. But there were a lot of nights, especially in high school, where there were a lot of nights that I just spent crying. I couldn't do my homework, or people were hanging out with their friends while I was reading this 5-page paper that took me 4 hours to read and analyze, when other kids only took them about 30 minutes. Mom and I both finally realized we needed to be patient with it. It's gonna be a long journey. It's gonna be for the rest of my life. And so there needs to be ways that we can work with it.
There were a lot of times, because I didn't understand what was going on with you, that I went off the rails in terms of I would assume you were misbehaving, so I would discipline. And so that diagnosis gave me grace of saying, I can take a deep breath, it's gonna be okay, we can get help. I understand as a mom what it is like to just be at your wit's end, that moment where you're crying in that room by yourself thinking, is my child going to be able to support themselves? Will they be able to go to college? Will they be able to have a career of any sort? And it's terrifying as a parent. And then I look at you now and your college experience. So to take us from the transition from that was high school and your experience in college.
Yeah, it's crazy. I got told my whole life that I was pretty much stupid by other people, and that I wasn't good at English or writing. And then my first semester of college, I got into the honors program, I made Dean's List, and I got an A in English. But I remember that huge shift that going through and getting all those things my first semester, it gave me the confidence to realize oh, I actually am smart, I am capable. I just need to be in the right environment to do it. And I need to be around people who actually think I'm smart instead of thinking that I'm stupid.
Dyslexia is not just about reading, and it's not just about learning differences. Dyslexia is about self-esteem, it's about confidence, it's about advocacy. And we can provide parents with that. We provide students with that and our clients with that. And understanding what you're going through as a parent, we want to give you your family back. Let us help you with that transition to be that soft place to land, that parent that you've been dreaming of being and that you know that you are.